Early life and education. George Washington was born on February 22, 1732, in Westmoreland County, Virginia, USA. He was the eldest son of Augustine and Mary Ball Washington. His family was well off, but he did not receive formal schooling like many wealthy children of his time. Instead, he was privately tutored and later learned surveying, a skill that helped him gain early success in his career. At the age of 16, Washington worked as a land surveyor in Virginia, and by 20, he inherited Mount Vernon, a large plantation, after the death of his older half-brother, Lawrence Washington. Military career and the French and Indian War. 1763. Washington's military career began when he was appointed as a major in the Virginia militia. During the French and Indian War, he led an attack on a French scouting party, which triggered the conflict. He later surrendered at Fort Necessity in 1754, but gained valuable experience as a military leader. Despite early setbacks, Washington became a respected figure. He served under British General Edward Braddock and played a crucial role in retreating after a disastrous battle. His bravery and leadership earned him the title of Colonel of the Virginia Regiment. The American Revolution 1775 to 1783. As tensions between the American colonies and Britain grew, Washington became a vocal critic of British policies. In 1775, the Second Continental Congress appointed him as the Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army during the American Revolution. Key events in the Revolution. Battle of Boston 1776. Washington forced the British to evacuate the city. Crossing the Delaware 1776. In a surprise attack on Christmas night, Washington led his troops across the Delaware River and won the Battle of Trenton, boosting American morale. Valley Forge 1777 to 1778. Washington's army endured a harsh winter but emerged stronger after training under Baron von Steuben. Battle of Yorktown 1781. Washington, along with French allies, defeated the British under General Cornwallis, leading to American independence. After 8 years of war, Washington's leadership was instrumental in securing America's independence. The Treaty of Paris 1783 officially ended the war. First President of the United States 1789 to 1797. After the war, Washington retired to Mount Vernon, but he was soon called back to serve as the first President of the United States. He was unanimously elected in 1789 and served to term 1789 to 1797. Key achievements as President: established the U.S. government, created the first cabinet, including Thomas Jefferson Secretary of State and Alexander Hamilton Secretary of the Treasury. Bill of Rights 1791. Ensured fundamental rights and freedoms for American citizens. Neutrality Proclamation 1793. Kept the U.S. out of European conflicts. Farewell Address 1796. Warned against political parties and foreign alliances, shaping American policies for years. Later life and death. Washington voluntarily stepped down from power in 1797, setting an example for future presidents. He retired to Mount Vernon, where he managed his plantation and continued public service. On December 14, 1799, George Washington died at the age of 67 due to a throat infection. He was buried at Mount Vernon, where his tomb remains a historic site today. Legacy and impact. Known as the Father of the Nation, his leadership set important precedents for the presidency, including the two-term limit. The capital of the United States, Washington, D.C., is named in his honor. His face is featured on the U.S. $1 bill and Mount Rushmore.